welcome back to the show there, Papa's Posse. Once again, it's time for Papa's, oh, wrong hand, Papa's Comic Books and Coffee. Okay, today's reading will be Marvel Comics Group, Star Wars, number 27. 40 cents back in 1979, just 2 years after the original movie came out. Luke and 3PO stalked by the sinister cyborg. Name of this story, Return of the Hunter. This is by Archie Goodwin and Carmine Infantino. Now don't forget, this book and others are available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books. You hit that subscribe button, I would really appreciate that. Helps me out, helps out the channel. Also, give me a like if you don't mind, and give me a comment. Tell me if you want to hear more Star Wars, you want to hear Star Trek, you want to hear Archie, you want to hear Marvel, you want to hear DC, you want to hear Disney. Let me know, and we'll see what we can do for you, okay? Let's get to it. Return of the Hunter. In the most outworld cantinas, sudden death is so great novelty. Still, even in these environs, when dealt with enough swiftness and savagery, shock and fright quickly follow. He's Marco Tyne, wanted in 9 systems for unlicensed slaving. I'm claiming him. Since no one tried to shoot me in the back, I take it he doesn't have any friends here. In which case, 2 of you won't mind volunteering to carry his body for me. That's droid work, bounty hunter. So go get a... You take the heavy end. The man next to you can grab the feet. 5 weeks he's been around, and at least once a week he does this. It's bad for business. It was worse for Marco Tyne, the bounty hunter looking half crazy. Who is he? His name is Valance. Once he was a soldier of promise serving the Empire. That service was ended by a rebel aerial torpedo, yet thanks to advanced medical techniques, he survives and curses the fact that he does for Valance has become something, and something far more. Skinner, it's payday. Collected another reward, did you? You're right good at your work, Valance. Can't recall any other bounty man even surviving this long injunction. No small talk you have, droids, for me. Right here, scavenger. Ships had slim pickings. This week, no R2 or 3PO models. This is the lot. Excuse my condition, sir. How many I serve you? By saying goodbye, junk. Sure, a waste of good circuitry, but long as you're paying the going rate for rebuilt droids, I got no complaints. Saves me all the time tinkering around trying to fix them up. I'm paying you for more than the machines, Skinner. 'Cause you are, and I got my eye out, you're after a rebel lad who moves around with a 3PO and an R2 unit in tow. Must be some reward on him. Enough. But even if there weren't, he treats them like friends, Skinner. Junk mechanicals held in the same regard as any organic. Well, I wouldn't share my spice with one or want it to next to me in the cantina, but they're useful, just like tools or blasters. Long as they keep their place, I can't see hating them. Not like you do, Valance. That's something you'll never understand, old man. Not if you want to go living. The man called Valance has a secret, a terrible secret, for one with his beliefs. I'm close. I feel it. Hunter's instinct. You've been an obsession, boy, ever since I learned about your Death Star escape from the illegal dupe of an Imperial transmission tape. I don't know your name, but you must be quite a hero to the Alliance. I've wasted a lot of time roaming the galaxy searching of you. Still, I gained some idea of rebel supply methods. And with this new Imperial blockade putting a pressure, the odds are perfect for a hotshot like you showing up here. But that's when I'll destroy your droid forever. This Then is the hunter's secret, his torment and his shame. The price of surviving the aerial torpedo explosion was that half his body was replaced by cybernetic parts. Valance, the man who hates robots, is a cyborg. Deep space, a lone vessel plies into the seldom traveled star sector known as the Gordon Reach. Master Luke, this dropping in and out of warp is playing havoc with the inter-aerial directional compensators. Part of your mission is to probe the extent of the Empire's blockade, 3PO. I fear you can definitely include this system, sir, because, according to our scanners, the Imperial presence is well represented here. A battle cruiser using that planetoid as cover. That's why our instruments didn't pick them up sooner. Does this mean we're doomed, sir? Not if this little baby maneuvers as well as the Alliance technos back at the Yavin promised it would. Main scope shows it's coming after us, Master Luke, and at all full speed. No one admires General Dodonna's maintenance personnel more than I do, sir. But I doubt even their handiwork could enable a simple craft like this to outrun an Imperial Star Destroyer. I'm sure not the Millennium Falcon, 3PO, but maybe we can still use one of Han Solo's struggling tricks. Threading the asteroids, he called it. Did Captain Solo ever consider that hurling among the great hunks of floating space rock might put a serious knot in one's particular thread, sir? I think he had felt that it was more likely to happen to something much larger and less maneuverable than his ship or ours. All right. That should slow him down enough for us to make the jump to hyperspace. Get the navigational computer perking, 3PO. We're going into phase 2 of our mission. And with swiftness and efficiency, coordinates are soon calculated, which will bring the travelers to a world called Junction. There are many planets of our similar nature scattered across the endless spectrum of outworlds. Essentially, they are trading posts, gathering places, and watering holes for those that roam beyond the civilized systems. Anyone seeking supplies, particularly those who find Imperial regulation distasteful, must sooner or later come to such a planet. You will look at this place, 3PO. It's even bigger than Mos Eisley. And I bet you could stick all of our anchorhead into the ground floor of some of these buildings. This will be the first real city I've had a chance to see. That time we stopped on Centaurus, we were too busy fleeing Darth Vader to play tourist. Frankly, Master Luke, it appears wild, dirty, and dangerous to me. Only the prospect of getting the parts we need to repair R2-D2 would make me come here voluntarily. Though I hope you never tell the little fellow that, sir. He's quite self-centered as it is. Your secret's safe, 3PO. And don't worry, I'm not so impressed with Junction that I'll forget to take care of business. As a matter of fact, there's just what we're looking for, a salvage yard. Should we just settle for the first one, Master Luke, or shop around? Since the blockade, the Alliance needs all kinds of supplies, 3PO. I'll spread out trade among different spots to avoid undue curiosity. But we've got to start somewhere. Why not here? Well. Plop. Go get Valance. Tell him old Skinner has come across a likely-looking prospect. Very likely. Interlude, the fourth moon of Yavin. Here it is, night, and here Princess Leia, Organa, looks to the stars, knowing that somewhere among them, each going his separate way, are two young men she deeply cares for. This is silly. And it's wrong. General Madonna, I spent too many years as an active senator to go through the rest of the rebellion waiting while everyone else runs around of being brave. But Your Highness, we've had the argument before. You're much too important a symbol of the revolution than I should be seen and in action. Otherwise, I'm no better than the Emperor skulking in his palace. I went against your thinking once before, General, but for the wrong reason, personal concern over Luke Skywalker. I realize now a leader can't afford to give in to such feelings. You should realize the same thing. You're trying to protect me the way I've tried to protect Luke. I appreciate it, but we both deserve better than that. And so does the Alliance. Now let's go inside. This night air makes me talk too much. And if that talk should dwell too much on Luke Skywalker and his mission, or the unknown fate of Han Solo, some of the resolve not to give the personal concern might slip. So Leia Organa retreats into the Musashi runs even as a junction. A dark figure retreats down a twisting alleyway. He slips into a humble-seeming room that boasts a concealed long-range transmitter among its furnishings, but you can't repeat the Darth Vader spy, not on that. Said it fused the circuitry while I was waiting for you. Spotted you slipping away from the skinkers as I approached his palace. My first week in a new port, I make it a habit to learn all about spies, Imperial rebel, or otherwise knowing your hideaway. It was no problem beating you here, until certain he was not followed. Go down, fighting, smart. An easier death than your Sith Lord Master would permit when he learned I found the boy with the droids ahead of him. All right, here we go. And what a relief, Master Luke. Finally, we have all the components we needed to mend R2-D2, except this skinker character is sure taking his time packing them. Double blast you, Polyp. Where's Valance? You said you delivered the message. The lad seems more farmer than rebel, but even he could get suspicious. Starting right now, scrap runner. Easy, young fella. I don't think you quite understand the situation. Try me. I'm open-minded for a farmer. He's in my pay, droid, lover. Now step back. Before killing you, I mean to melt you pet junk into slag. My Master Luke. He's lowered the gate and locked it where? Inside, 3PO. Fast! As boy and droid tumble into the salvage yard's repair shop, Luke hits the magnetic door seals. It'll take the madman a few minutes to burn through with his blaster. Show us the other way out, skinker. Don't say there isn't. I know your messenger never came past us. Hi, here, boy, but you can't escape Valance. Once that bounty hunter has your scent, so far that's all he's got, 3PO. Take those component packs we need and head for the ship. I'll follow after slowing Mr. Valance down. Boom! I've more than blasters in my command, Rebel. As you and others have learned, just a bit too late. After weeks of waiting, I'm sorry to have over so quickly. Still, there's the faithful robot sneaking away down Polyp scurry hole. Can't have that. Guess again, bounty hunter. Now say, put your not the only one uses more than a blaster. A lightsaber? Is this day and age? I don't believe it. Oh, maybe this will make it easier. Squash, boom. No, it merely forces me to use this. You tell me, boy, which is better. Valance, whatever you got up in your sleeve, can't expend that much more force without running out of power soon. Interesting theory, droid lover, but once or twice more is all I need. My blast, what? Moving instinctively without consciously thinking, as Ben Kenobi taught, Luke has blocked it, and further, turned it back. No, its power is greatly diminished, and yet not without effect. Valance, you're a Borg. It shocks you, even the rebel who calls robots his friends. I knew it. The whole time I was searching for you. There'll be no reward for you, boy. Not for this empire, not since I killed Darth Vader, Imperial spy here. But it's still worthy it to remove a droid-loving hypocrite from the galaxy. Luke barely has time to draw back to make a glancing blow of one intended to kill. Even so, he is slammed violently, painfully to the hard ground outside the ruined shop, out of reach of his lightsaber. You hesitated, Rebel. You could have sliced me easily as you turned aside that blast. Now it's too late. I've power enough for one last shot. You've got nothing. Suddenly, another figure moves from the ruin with surprising swiftness. But bravery isn't part of my programming, but I can't let you do this, sir. Not to Master Luke. 3PO, I thought you weren't to the ship. Get out of here. He'll blow you to pieces. Then his advantage will be gone, Master Luke, and you'll be recovered enough to fight. This time you won't have to have your compassion mistaken for weakness by hesitating. 3PO, do I have to give you a direct command? Get madness, droids and humans. Don't behave like this. They don't sacrifice themselves for one another. Perhaps not in your experience, sir. Certainly it's not only widely accepted, but perhaps if it were, even being a cyborg might be easier to bear. Enough, robot. Take your master. Master, Skywalker, sir. Take young Master Skywalker, pick up his lightsaber, and get the two of you far from my sight. He sounds like a man who might change his mind at any moment, Master Luke. He sounds like a man who hasn't made it up, yet 3PO, and therefore he does. We'll be on our way back to Yavin with supplies for the Alliance and the parts to save R2-D2. Still, whatever his decision, I don't think we've heard the last of Mr. Valance. Next issue, a few answers concerning Han Solo, his partner Chewbacca, and whatever happened to Jabba the Hutt. Okay, well that was Star Wars number 27 from 1979. I hope you all enjoyed that reading. Once again, don't forget, this book and others is available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books. Hit that subscribe button, give me a like, and give me a comment. Tell me what you thought. And as Papa and Luke always say,
that was easy.
Until next time, Papa is out.